What up, YouTube? I'm back. Got a new project for today. It's going to be pretty awesome, I think. Hopefully everybody enjoys it. Just to give you a little idea, I'll show you more or less the gist of it. So, first and foremost, this will be done with some Spectraply. The Spectraply that I got from, I believe you say it, Cousineau Wood Products. That's CWP-USA.com. You can see that right there. It's probably backwards, but it says cotton candy Spectraply. Now what that is something that's totally awesome. Now, I believe it's dyed and stabilized wood. I saw this on a fellow YouTuber's channel, Nick Zametti. You've probably seen him before, I'm sure. And he actually got a lot of it for free, this size. And he got 4 different colors, and I think they sent it to him so that he could do a project with it, which was mighty nice of them. I had to pay for mine. That's okay. It was only $10, so it's 10 inches, okay, by 1 by 5, or excuse me, 1.5 by 1.5, so 1.5. So this is what it looks like on the side. Pretty awesome, right? Okay. It's the bottom, the sides, the top. I'm going to make a project with this. And the project that I'm going to be doing today is...
So today's project is this right here. Now this is my own design. Yes, it is a pair of brass knuckles. No, it's not going to be brass. Obviously, we're going to use the Spectraply. I think it'll come out pretty awesome with all the different layers. That is my new trace off of my original drawing. It's 3 inches this way, 5 inches this way. Since my board is 1.5 this way, once I cut it in half, add it to here, that'll be 3 inches this way, and then it's 5 inches from here to here, and then this piece obviously will stack up there, so that's where we'll get our 3 inch by 5 inch. So as you can see, I put a lot of lines on here going across, you know, just to try to center everything as best as I could. These squares may end up being there before the points, but this is pretty much just a draft, just to try to get the idea of what I'm doing. So I don't know if I'm going to put that in there or not. I may not. But there is another added bonus on top of these. I'm going to add something on each one. So there's 4. I know the ring holes are a little small. They're just under 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to make them 3/4 of an inch exactly when it's done. This would be hollowed out, obviously. Okay? And it's kind of supposed to reminisce of a lotus flower in the shape of it. So that was my original thought. Obviously, after I did some just hard lining without all the extra lines, that's what it's going to look like. Now, the reason why I didn't go with these holes being 1 inch is because my girlfriend doesn't know, but this is going to be for her. Now, since it is Spectraply, I'm going to assume that it is pretty strong already. But after we get done cutting it, then we will proceed to, hold on 1 second, there we go, alright, let's see, got that, alright, looking good. So, after we get this cut right here down this center, I just put 2 pieces of masking tape on, then we're going to glue it together, and after that we're going to let it sit for, I don't know how long, anywhere from 6 to 10, maybe 12 hours, maybe longer. I want to get a good, nice, tight fit with the glue. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and cut this piece. It's not going to be hard. It shouldn't take very long. But, we'll go ahead and get it done. Okay. Alright. I was really trying to avoid some of that blowout right there. But I still got a little bit, but that's alright. We'll fix that. But there it is. Now it's time for the glue up. Alright, we're back for the glue up. Now, just so everyone knows, I had the tape on there just to keep my line. I was trying to stop this blowout from happening right here. But it's not really that bad. I mean, you can see it. It's not horrible. That edge won't be there anyway, so it won't matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these two pieces together. Just like this. Just like this. Top to bottom. You may be asking, well, how come you're not doing it like this? And the main reason is because if it's like this, then when I go to do the cuts, the holes, and so on, in the big hole, you'll be able to see that pattern inside the holes. And then also at the top, you'll be coming to a point. Now, I might even, since this is 1.5, I might even cut this in half and make 2. That's left to be unsaid yet. I don't know if I want to do that or not. It just depends on how it looks when I get this piece clamped together and everything else, and you know, get the paper on it. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this template, tape it to this, then we're gonna cut out everything, drill holes, whatever we have to do. Then once that's done, we'll be able to start rough shaping it, and that's probably the point to where I'll decide whether I want to do just one and just make it kind of thick. Obviously, it won't be this thick from front to back, but if I do 2 and cut it down the middle, then we're looking at 1.5 inches cut in half is 3/4 of an inch. So it would only be about that thick. So exactly half. I don't know if, you know, these really need to be functional or more of a novelty. Either way, I want to make sure that it's done right. And since we're not dealing with metal this time, if you saw my last video, you'll know what I'm talking about. We shouldn't have any problems. So I'm going to go ahead and get this glued up. And I'm just using Titebond Premium wood glue. That's Titebond too. And it's pretty good stuff. I mean, I would recommend it to anyone. I don't get paid by Titebond to say that. It's just my personal preference. If Titebond wants to reach out to me and send me tons and tons of glue, I will definitely use it. If not, that's okay too. Anyways. Let's just get this. And I'm going to use, I have this marked as the bottom. And I want to use the uglier side on the inside, which is probably this. So, just going to, if I had some epoxy, I would probably use that. But I don't have any right now, so we're just going to use this, and hopefully it's going to come out wonderful. I'm sure the glue up will be great. Anyway. So we got some on that side. That's going to be the top. So we're going to glue this side. And this may be overkill on the glue. And there's already a good bit on the other block. But like I said, I want a good, firm, solid connection on it. Just get that in there. And any overpour that comes out, dripping out the sides, I'm not really too worried about, as this will be planed if needed. Hand planed, of course. I don't have a planer. But planed and or sanded, whatever needs to be done to get it right. Okay. So we're going to stick the factory ends on the same end. That's the factory cut in. Just to make sure that it's lined up properly. We really want to try to utilize that. With the factory edge. Alright. Get our clamps on here. I'm going to use these C-clamps. These are the ones that I have that are in pretty good shape for something like this. It looks like the glue is turning pink from the dye, which I'm sure that's probably normal. Let's just get this lined up. Come on now. Get in there. Come on. It feels pretty close, but not close enough for me. Let's see if we can't. Get it tightened up here. probably should have put... maybe not. Thinking I should have probably put... let's put this just keep that straight. That's the way I like it. Now, instead of doing just that, we'll clamp these two down with it. This way, not clamping onto the board itself. Come on then. There we go. That's one side. This is the other side. We put them at the same end. Yeah, I think so. That'll be the best. That'll be the best idea. Let's keep you right there. Come on. Come on. Almost there. You see that glue coming out of there now. Alright. Let's get this nice and compressed together. I think so. What I think I'm going to do is after everything is done, I'm going to put either a couple of coats of epoxy on the outside or possibly put pretty good compression there, I think. Let's get that going in. Wipe all of our excess glue off. Or on, whichever is needed. Excess glue on. So, you know, the magic of television. Everyone talks about it on YouTube. That means I'm going to be gone, waiting for this to dry for hours and hours. But you'll be here as soon as I turn it back on. Okay, so that's that. We have our drawings. Everything is set up and just waiting to dry. Now, there we go. Alright, when we come back, we'll be adding this onto there. And then we're going to let that dry for about an hour, and then we're going to come back and get to cutting some holes. Alright, we'll be back.
Okay, we're back, and it's been 24 hours. It's all glued up. Time to unglue it and get a little bit of sanding done. Yeah, the whole point of using the blocks on the outside was to stop this from happening on the wood itself. Could have sanded that out, but it leaves a pretty good indentation. It's at least a 1/16 to the 1/8 of an inch. Didn't want that, so anyways, we're gonna get the sand in here real quick, do a little bit of light sanding. This is 80 grit 3M sandpaper. Alright, so we're going to use one of these, either this Loctite spray adhesive or this Loctite spray adhesive. Either one is pretty good. Wood, metal, acrylic, foam, fabric, propylene, and PVC. Pretty much the same thing, but laminate included. This might be the better one. Yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the surface area. I'm going to spray the back of this lightly, and then I'm going to let them sit for about 10 minutes. And we're going to come back to it when it's done. Hopefully that won't be too bad. Let's maybe we can spread this out. So we want it to be pretty spread out all over the whole thing. We can always sand any excess off. Always use a mask when doing this. Spraying with this spray adhesive. It's I don't know if it's toxic, but it definitely is strong smelling. Alright, we're going to give it 10 minutes and then we're going to come back.
Alright, it's been 10 minutes. This might be a little bit tricky. Hopefully, no. Let's get more water here. Hopefully this goes good on. So the spray adhesive says 10 minutes for permanent. That's good. A little high on top. There we go. Seems just to be a tad bit big right there in the corner. Is that hanging over? That's alright. That'll work. That will work. Perfect. So now we're just going to let this dry for maybe, I don't know, some amount of time. Just want to try to press it on there as best as I can. Probably not the best thing to use for it, this piece of wood, I mean, but it'll do just fine for now. Alright, so, next step after it dries is to start drilling these holes. This one, and then we'll get to cutting it out after that probably. I don't want to cut it out first and then drill the holes because I don't want to weaken this area in between here and here, in between the finger holes, so on. I want those to be cut first, so that the outside, once the outside gets cut, it should be a lot easier to cut the outside first. Anyways, we'll let that dry for a few hours, and then we'll come back to it, and hopefully it sticks well to it. We'll get another sand down on it, just to get this excess glue off, and then we'll start drilling the holes.
Alright, so now we're going to cut these holes out. I've already kind of marked the centers. They're not exact on these last two, but that's okay. And then we'll cut this out. Got a little bit of tape right here on the vise just to keep everything scratch free. Don't have a right size bit, so I have to go with the biggest one I have until I get a bigger one, or nuggle it out. Well, camera was kind of getting in my way, so I finished cutting it. A little bit off camera, no big deal. This is what we've got so far. Now, obviously it's mega thick, so I'm going to bust it down, get these shaped out. I want to do all that by hand. Files and all kinds of stuff like that. I think what I'm going to do though, before I continue, is I might take a little bit off right here, like that, and the same on the other side here. And as it goes down, I'll take some off the side too. If I just cut it in half, I don't think that's going to be quite wide enough, so I'm probably just going to cut maybe that much and that much, something like that. But yeah, you can see the back side. Ain't quite as good as the front side, but that's okay, because like I said, I'm doing it all out by hand. So here's where we're at. Maybe a little thinner this way. Cut the back side of it off. Now it's going to run under the under the sander and see if we can get some more shape to it.
Alright, so this is where we're at right now. I don't know if you can see that or not. Back it up a little bit. That's better. So that's what we're looking at right now. The other side. I had to take a Dremel to the holes. I took the rest of the belt sander. Cleaned up all this area here mostly. Got these flat because I got plans for that to be on top. Something pointy up there. Yeah. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to try it. And it's got to clean out this. And clean these edges up. And then pull some little bit of relief pieces right here on the sides. Okay. So this is where we are currently at. I beveled down the ring areas a little bit more. Got to do that on the other side. Also, if you can see, put these little recesses in here and in here on both sides. They're kind of just in there right now, but we'll do the same to this side. And I've got to clean up this part right here. I have holes set for what I'm about to put on there after that's done. And once this part is done, this will go down to here, and then there'll be one that goes up to here, and then up to here. So it'll actually go right there. So same thing on this side. It'll go from here up to a point, and then back down into that point. Same thing here, go up to that, and then point right back down into that. And that will just give it some definition. Did the same thing here, if you can see. I put some point pieces in there. Yeah, so that's where we're sitting right now. I'm about to jump on some sanding. I'm going to smooth this side down a lot more. And then I'll come back after that and show you what I'm going to do with this area here. Once that's done, I'll be able to move forward with the carving out of the shape more. So yeah. So sanded it down some more, just with the belt sander, and it's ready to be taken by the diamond tip bits for the Dremel, and that's just going to help me shape it more around here on these parts, and also get in these indentations on the side to get those done where I want. So let's get to it. Hey everybody, just real quick before I start, I just want to say this stuff right here is Spectraply. It is dyed and stabilized wood. Please, 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 if you use this and you sand it or you use anything like this with it that grinds on it, it produces a powder that is extremely messy and you don't want to get it in your lungs. So I'm just telling you, wear a mask and stay safe. And you probably want to wear some eye shielding as well. If it gets in your eyes, it really, really bothers you for like 3 days. I had glasses on, but, you know, it still got my eyes. So it's very fine powder when you sand it, so just be careful and stay safe. Alright, this is the finished product, y'all. It was so fun to do this, but it's not easy. Did a lot of time. It took more time than I wanted it to. Now, I didn't really make it for my hands, but so it won't fit my fingers. I've already tried. But the Spectraply is so beautiful. Cotton candy Spectraply, and the metal spikes there at the top really just set it off. This is version 1.0, so next time around I will do 2.0 in the future one day, and it will be better than this one. There's a few things I have to address next time, and that is flattening the top inside the ring holes so that these screws can sit flat flush in there without leaving this little bit of thing here, this bite into the wood where I had to file it out a little more. But overall, I'm super happy with it. I mean, it came out freaking gorgeous considering I've never done this before. It's a little bit of hand carving, a little bit of power carving, and I just think it's pretty badass, to be honest with you. Yeah, of course the Spectraply. Next time I'll use a different color probably. This is cotton candy. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty sweet. And if you ever use any of the Spectraply, do not, and I repeat, do not put any poly or lacquer or any kind of clear finish on it. You could possibly use epoxy resin, which was what I was going to do originally, but it didn't get here in time. So, yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little long, but it was well worth the wait for this project. be done. So, thanks again for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like anything you see here, or if you want to see future videos, then hit that subscribe button, and also that bell so that you can get notifications when I put a new video out. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.